Just a family reunion. It's just a reunion together.
All right.
All the people I've seen and missed before probably 50 years ago. I mean, how many people can honestly sit right here, look out this window, you put this blind up, I could see the school where I had Coach Polite. I was so impressed him so much that he put me about 13th man on the list, on the challenge board, and so forth. He started to move it one day because I was a little upset. I said, no, heck no, leave it there. I said, there's going to be 12 people unhappy by the time I leave this school. And so, well, it took me a couple of years to get there, but I managed to get there. Then I look back over here right now, too, and I see I had 6 mothers growing up. And so forth, and 3 or 4 of them are still here. Unfortunately, my mom's up there with Coach Polite and Coach Briggs, and so they're watching this whole show come down, and I know they're thinking, God dang, Coach Goldmeyer's up there right now. I can't believe this, except for Coach Briggs. I got the blessing to talk to him a couple months before he went down, and I told him, well, he says, are you going to retire someday? I said, yeah, maybe a year or two, a couple of years. He says, oh, hell no, somebody's got to kick some ass around town. He says, that's the way I trained you. You can't be quitting, you're only 40 years, you got to get back in there. So it's no way. He says, no, you can't go. So I said, well, I said some guys like Mike Stricker, the Coyotes, all those guys are retiring. Mike, Bill Kinnett, some of my friends at this reunion here, they're kind of quitting. He says, yeah, well, you're special. He says, you had to carry me around all the time. And I told you when you first started, to follow me, don't get out of my sight. And when I put you in that tunnel, he used to have a tunnel, 2 guys go in, only 1 comes out. He said, you make sure you're the one that comes out, and you're going to play for me. And so he's looking over us right now, and I know he's smiling and so forth because he was back so far back. I mean, he's a great guy, but we got water breaks. Our water breaks, of course, we're grabbing a sprinkler and putting your mouth on a sprinkler if you didn't see it. That was our water breaks. And I'll let somebody else talk about Coach Polite. Polite was a lot of fun, too, as long as you made weight. And if you didn't make weight, I just say this is the only thing I'll say. If you didn't make weight, then he just shoved you up 2 weights. He didn't shove you up 1 weight, and that's after you worked out all night to make that 1 weight class, so forth. Anyway, but I want to thank all those people that made me possible to come back here and be able to look out this window. I grew up right down the street over here, not far away. Right here, played football there, wrestled right there. Didn't have to go very far. I mean, I don't know why this building wasn't there several years ago. I would have thought it was the Empire State Building if this would have been. I would have ever thought I'd be standing up here talking to a bunch of old-time people that are young and so forth right here, right now. But I want to say a few words how I ended up. I did leave BHS. I got a few books out here. The people that at my tables have some pictures and books. And talked about Route 66, and I went on Route 66 because that's where Victorville is, and that's where I moved from here. Well, kind of, sort of. Took a couple of breaks in the redwood trees in between and got down to Route 66. But I have about 5 or 6 men in green vests. If you see here, like this man right here, they're the reason why. These are the guys, the reason why I stayed out in the desert for 100 years out there, because I found diamonds. They turned that green to gold. They turned the green to gold. And I had my assistant coaches, Bill Henderson and Joe Barrows right here. I thank them too. But the athletic director right there, Mr. Ron Butts, I'm glad everybody's 6 feet above the ground and they're still here today. I mean, I could go on. I even had a guy drive clear from Huntington Beach, fly in from Alaska today and Utah. So it's not just Bakersfield people here. This is all about. This is a lot of people, all my relatives, my brothers, sisters, everybody come up from Sacramento, north of there, so forth. So anyway, what wrestling's done for me? Well, I pretty much summed it up already. All you people as family. I wouldn't have you as family if wrestling. But I ever got this in football, even with Coach Briggs. Even with, and he was the greatest coach, and so forth. And all he did is 1 way, and that's the highway. And then Coach Polite picked the ball up again. It's 1 way, or the highway, get her down or go home. Get the hell out of here. That's all they said. So there wasn't much to it. There wasn't a whole bunch of thinking going on. It was pretty simple. Anyway, I think think about 7 other people want to talk tonight. I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to miss some of my mentors that are still mentoring. Mr. John Reed here.
Yeah.
If you read my books, besides wrestling, I ran a few marathons, and I pulled donkeys around the desert in Big Bear. And the bad part about all this, how does that relate to wrestling? Because some of my wrestlers were actually at the water crew. They were the pit crew giving me water. And they were boosting me on. They're kicking me in the butt just like I would never do it. They'd kick a couple of them, you know, here and there. And it's a good, but I told you, Coach Blight, Coach Briggs, they taught me well. They taught me well, you know, how to be sympathetic, caring, loving, tender. Yeah, we got her done, but we got her done. All right, hey, that's about all I'll say right now. I still thank everybody here, all you guys are Coyotes, as far as I'm concerned. You're all wrestling supporters, and you're going to help save wrestling for Cal State Bakersfield. And it's one big happy family here, one big family. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Wait a minute, Sam. A couple things I want to do for you.
Yeah, I taught these guys well, I guess.
We're worried, or sure, when Sam would shut up, so we came up a little bit early. But I'm one of the wrestlers from his very first team at Baker Valley, 1975, 1976. This is the jacket that he wore at every meet, and I'd just like to represent it back to Sam.
Sam, don't go. I got the boss here. Another boss.
My name is Chris Douglas. I'm actually the principal of Baker Valley High School. And Sam coached me in 1976 in football. He told me I wasn't tough enough to play wrestling, so he told me to stick with basketball. But this sign's going to be posted in our gymnasium, recognizing Sam's great achievement that he made at Baker Valley High School and the impact that he's made on so many kids. And we appreciate everything Sam Goldmeyer's done for our community.
All right.
Plaque to Sam Goldmeyer. Lifetime Service Award. There you go, Sam. Jacket you can wear. I hope it's big enough.
I'm not in marathon shape anymore. I escaped the net house too in this town.
That's another hour story.